How's it going out there? Welcome from H2 Tech Videos. Today I'm going to be going over the tips and tricks for the LG G Pad, and I'm just going to show you a couple of cool things you can do that you may not have already known. And we're going to start with what are called rearranging the notification switches. So at the top of your screen, if we just swipe down from the top and go all the way, so swipe to your left like this, you'll get to this button that says Edit. And now what this allows you to do is to rearrange and basically control which switches are going to be up here, and obviously rearrange them in the order of how you would use them. So for example, you might say, hey, the Q pair, I'm not going to use that too much, so swipe to your left, tap Edit, and I can actually go in and I can turn off Q pair. And I guess what, I can take something else, maybe for example quick remote. I can take this and where you see these three little bars right here, put your finger on it, hold down, and just move it up. You can actually move it higher on the list. So guess what, I can put that there. And Q pair, I can just kind of pull that down here. And now hit the back button, and you'll notice Q pair is gone, and now I have the new option that I selected. So this is a really cool way of just reorganizing these switches up here to how you use them, what you use the most. Some of you may never use the quick memo, so why not put, you know, your location or battery saver mode over here. So that's going to be your first tip right there. Now our next one is going to be customizing the navigation buttons, and that are basically these four buttons that are at the bottom of the screen right here. To do this, we're going to go to the settings, so just swipe down from the top in the upper right corner and click on the little wheel right here. And then once we are in settings, you do want to go to display, which is right here. And then from display, we're going to go to home touch buttons, and just go ahead and swipe up until we get to home touch buttons, and go to basically color here. And here we have four different variations that we can do. So right now it is white, but maybe you say, hey, I want it to be black. And what's cool is with the black, it actually blends in more with the bottom of the screen. Now it's kind of a give and take, because it does make your screen look a little bit smaller, but it does blend in better. So, you know, it's kind of a give and take. You may switch and say, no, I just want this black. So that's a black that doesn't have any like see-through on it. Or we can go back and then go the white gradient, or just the original one. So that's going to be our second one, customizing navigation buttons. Now we're going to jump on to the third one, which is changing the navigation button combination. And this is going to be in the same section. So still under display, and display, home touch buttons. And then this time we're going to go to button combination. And so this is really cool because you can actually change basically these four buttons down here. And this one in particular, which is your what's called Q slide, or excuse me, this is basically what allows you to do two apps at one time. But some of you may never use that feature. So what you can do is I can hold down, or in fact, it shows you right here. Let's see. It says drag an icon to rearrange the home buttons. Okay, so these are the four options you have: notifications, quick memo, or Q slide, to change from this. So guess what? If I hold notifications, I can go ahead and move that and put that right there. And so guess what? I can either have an extra button, so now I have 5, or I can hold down on this one. Let's see. Here's how we can kind of rearrange them first. So some of you may want to have your home button first. Or I can just go ahead and drag this off the screen altogether and just have these 4. So it's up to you. You can have all of them, which is really cool. So I may want to throw in quick memo and have 5. You can only have 5 at one time, so you can't have all 7, but this is still really cool, and it does allow you to kind of rearrange it based upon what you think will work better for you. So we just put our finger on it, hold down, and you can drag it to move it around. So that's going to be our third little trick right there, just to add a little more functionality on your home screen. And obviously these buttons are on every screen that you have. The cool thing about this one when you tap it, it actually automatically opens up the home screen. So or excuse me, your notification panel to see if you have any new emails or notifications. So that's going to be our third one. All right, now tip number 4 is going to be a really useful one, and some of you guys are going to thank me for this one. If you're tired of hearing that notification whistle sound that goes off so much, we're going to go ahead and show you how to change the notification sound just to help you, kind of get some peace of mind, stop hearing whistles everywhere. So swipe down from the top, upper right corner, go to the wheel, and once we're in the settings, we want to go to sound. And then we want to go to default notification sound. And so this is one of the sounds right here. This little, let's turn the volume up here so you can hear it. That might be better. There we go. So that little sound, you can change that notification sound to whatever you want. You got a lot of great options in here. So that's just easily how to change that sound. Pick a different one, press OK, and you're done. You change your sound, and then now you can kind of change it up and not always have to hear the same thing, All right, number 5 is going to be the battery saver mode. And for this, we're going to go stay in settings. We're going to go to battery. And what we want to do is tap on battery saver. And we have a couple of options of how this feature works. Now, the first thing is we can adjust when battery saver mode comes on. So the cool thing is you can set it to automatically come on so you don't have to remember it. And easily, all we're going to do, tap here and say, hey, I want it immediately on, so all the time, 10%, 20%, 30%, 50%. I think 20 to 30, probably 30 on the safe side would be the best setting to put it on. And then you can control up here and say, hey, what happens when battery saver mode is on? So I can set it to automatically turn off Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, vibration on tap. I can make the screen time out a little bit quicker. You have a lot of options here to really kind of customize it to what's going to work best for you. And obviously the point of it is that your tablet is not going to drain when you're not using it, or even when you are using it. So for those of you that use the internet a lot, you don't want to have Wi-Fi checked, because in that case, it'll turn Wi-Fi off and you won't be able to use that. So keep that in mind. People don't use Bluetooth as much on tablets, so that's another one you could probably tweak. But you basically check the box of the ones that you do want to be turned off in that mode, and it will help you save battery life. So that's going to be number 5. Number 6 is another really cool feature. They're all cool, so I'm probably going to say that a bunch of times, so don't dig me for it. But stay in the settings. We're going to go to smart cleaning. And the whole purpose of this is to help you recover temporary data. A lot of times apps are saving and backing up certain things, and all that takes up space on your tablet, and before you know it, you've actually lost a gig or 2 gigs just from apps storing up information. So you go to Smart Clean, and then we tap right here. So one, it's already telling you 13% of the tablet is being used up by these temporary files. And so if I do a Smart Clean, it says tap below to clean space with Smart Cleans. I'm going to tap here. It actually says tap below. So I can go, temporary files. And so 111 megabytes and nothing to trash. I'm going to hit clean. And that will erase out those files. I'm going to hit my back button here. And now go to the download folder. And these are 3 different things. So you may have some things that you want to erase, and you may have some things you don't want to erase. So for example, I don't want to erase this notary book, so I'm going to uncheck that. And I don't want to erase that. I just want to erase this TubeMate app. So I'm going to hit clean. And that easy, those are erased. And go back again. And then idle apps. And this is pretty cool because it's going to show you, hey, what apps do you not really use that often? This is like idle for 1 month. These apps haven't been used. So I can easily clean this out and just erase these and save that space. But I'm going to hold off on that for now. But that's a really cool feature. Smart cleaning. It's going to help you recover some of your space. You have more room for your media, like music and pictures and different things like that. So again, really useful feature right there. Number 7 is going to be how to add another user onto your tablet. And so to do this, we're going to go stay in settings and we're going to go to users right here. And so right now there's one user, but if I tap add user, I can actually add a second user. And the reason you want to do this is you might have kids or family that ask you to use your tablet often. If you were to add them as a user, you can set a password for your account, and then you can have another account that they can log into to look at general things, but they won't be able to look at any of your pictures or specific apps you're using. They can't like play your games. So it really helps you to keep your stuff separate, but still, you know, a lot of people use your tablet. So I like this feature. I try to set this up, especially my brother likes to use my tablet and little cousins, and this way I can have a couple of games on there for them and it won't interfere with anything I'm doing. So I would encourage you to set up a restricted profile though, so then they only have access to certain things versus another user kind of has access to a lot more. So anyway, number 8 is going to be how to speed up your tablet. And to do this, we're going to stay in the settings and go all the way to the bottom to About Tablet right there. And then we're going to go to Software Info. So that's right here. And then we're going to tap on the build number. And what this is going to do is it's going to unlock the developer options. And with that option, it gives us access to a few more things that we can turn on and off to kind of make the tablet run a little bit smoother. So build number, just keep tapping it and you'll see what happens. See that? You are now a developer. So developer mode is unlocked. We have this extra option right here, and now we're going to tap on developer option. We're going to press OK. We're going to scroll all the way down to where it has the animation information, and let's see, went too far. Okay, right here. So the first one we want to change is the window animation scale. We're going to tap on there and set this to half. Transition animation, half, so 0.5. And animator duration, half, 0.5. Now your tablet will move a lot smoother because basically it's cutting down how long it takes for these different transitions to happen. So great feature. It just allows the tablet to move a lot smoother and quicker. Alright. We're going to go to our next option. This is number 9, which is going to be how to increase your screen brightness. And we're going to swipe down from the top, upper right corner, go to the settings. And we want to go to accessibility. Now this actually, you'll find it in display as well. So accessibility or display. And then this is something, just a general like tip that I recommend that you do when you first get your tablet. And that is to change your screen timeout time, because usually it's set really low, like 15 and 30 seconds. So I say put it on 2 minutes or 5 minutes so the screen doesn't go dim so quick. It's also pretty lucky this tablet has the option to keep your screen on all the time, which all tablets don't have. And the point of that is, if you never want your screen to time out, you can always have it on just by selecting that option right there. So I'm going to jump that, keep it on 2 minutes, that's perfect. And then there's another cool thing called screen off effect. So you can also control that little look when you turn your tablet off. So right now I have it set to retro TV, and it does that, which is really awesome. But we can also do black hole. Okay, I always press preview. There we go. So that's black hole, and then there's fade out, which is, I think, is more of a general. A lot of tablets do that. Kind of boring though, so we're gonna go retro TV. So that's kind of like 2 right there, right? As 9 and 10. So number 11 is going to be, we have a couple of extra shortcuts that you're going to really like, guys. So let's go home. And, oh sorry, we shouldn't have went home. We should have stayed in settings. That's okay. Swipe down, upper right corner, settings wheel. And we want to go to shortcut. And we find shortcut under shortcut key. And here we go. So it says get quick access to quick memo or camera by pressing and holding the volume keys. Quick memo, press and hold. So this is a really fun thing, and this is actually how you take a screenshot on the tablet as well. So when the screen is on, if you hold down on both the volume buttons, it will launch a quick memo / a screenshot. So watch this. I'm going to hold down. But make sure you hold both at the same time or it doesn't work properly. There it is. Oh, sorry about that. And then now we're at our screenshot, and I can draw on the screen and change the colors and do all kind of fun stuff. I can add text, whatever. And then we save it just by hitting the little save button right here. Or if this tablet is off completely, I can hold down on those same two volume buttons and it will automatically launch the camera. And there it is. So a really fun thing. You know, it's always nice to find those cool little built-in hidden features, but that's going to be number 10/11, which is just the shortcut. So just holding those two volume keys does do a lot. Anyway, guys, this has been the tips and tricks for the LG G Pad. I hope you guys did find this helpful. Try to just kind of show you a few other fun things that will enhance your tablet experience and allow you to have a little more fun. Make sure you like, favorite, share the video if you did find it helpful, and make sure you also subscribe to H2 Tech videos. Have a good one.